Crack on, mate.
Right, afternoon everyone.
Afternoon today, Russ.
This is my step one. You'll see it.
Yeah.
Right, we were powerless over our addiction that our lives become unmanageable. That's definitely what my life were. Progressive, fatal and incurable. All these bits of addiction. Mentally obsessed with thoughts of using, getting more. I just worked it out upstairs. 37 years. Been using drugs nearly every fucking day. Quite a few times. And I've been in rehab, which was about 3 years ago. Physical compulsion to keep using. You know, fucking. Mentally obsessed, yeah, thoughts of using and getting more. Even though, you know, I just fucking tell myself every day, I'm not going to fucking use tomorrow. I'm not going to use today. And I always end up using. And used to do fucking anything. Physical compulsion to keep using. You know, once you stop, once you start, you can't stop. There weren't very many times I stopped, but once you start, you know, there's no chance of just using fucking today and then not using tomorrow. You know, it don't work for me like that. So, spiritually, totally self-centered, thinking only of me, resulting in emotional emptiness and loneliness. Yeah, totally self-centered. Just thoughts about me, my using. I've been self-centered all my life before I even started using drugs. Always worrying about what people think of me. You know, am I good enough? Am I fucking this? Am I that? You know, just not happy at all with who I were right from being fucking little. And yeah, and it does emotional emptiness. You know, never content with anything, especially me, and loneliness. Loneliness for me was a fucking, it was a killer, and it nearly did end up fucking killing me once or twice. But it weren't just a feeling. I mean, I ended up being on my own. You know, unmanageability, the inner unmanageability, you know, my thinking, you know, it goes back to this self-centeredness, but fucking totally twisted thinking. I've mentioned it before, any fucking, especially any major decision I've ever fucking made in my life has been totally fucking, it's just been completely fucking wrong. You know, never gone to anybody for any help. If I did, well, I'll say never. If anybody ever gave me advice, I didn't take it. You know, I always thought that my thinking were fucking right. But looking back now, just fucking shortcuts, easiest way, path of least resistance, and it's never served me well. Outward unmanageability, fucking outward, I mean, we all know what that is. You know, when I'm using, just fucking not, it's the basic things as well, not looking after myself, not being able to look after my business. And I don't mean my work business, I just mean my fucking general business in living life. Car, job, house, eventually the over down drain. You know, I can do well for a certain time and then with me thinking and fucking doing, it's just that everything ends up fucking hitting the ground. Denial, you know, fucking denial, Jesus. Been in treatment 3 times before here, would not admit, for starters, I wouldn't even admit I was an addict, you know what I mean? First time I went in Thomas, I've been using fucking every day for 30 years, every fucking day. Boy, say, I don't know, 6 months or something. But I wouldn't have it, I just wouldn't fucking have it. And then, I mean, I'd lived with partners, I'd had children, you know, being told that I need to fucking stop doing what I'm doing. You know, I'm alright. You know, I'm a better person when I'm using, that's what I used to fucking think. Honestly, I used to think I fucking operate better when I was using, and she used to tell me, she used to say to me, "You're fucking mental when you use." And I used to think, I'm fucking sound me when I use. I'm fucking mental when I haven't used. And just denial of everything, denial of fucking my family. You know, the support they were giving me. I used to think they were fucking supporting me. They always fucking supported me. Just fucking denial right through my life. Not just about drug use. Just denial, just not acknowledging reality. You know, triangle self-obsession. I've been fucking living in that just lately. And that's since I've come in here, you know, like resentful about my past, you're regretting it, everything I've done, you know, fucking angry about where I am right now, how I ended up back here, fucking what have I done, and then fearful about the future, you know, where the fuck am I going to go from here? I'm 56, I'm fucking past doing out, and, you know, and I've got a lot going for me, I know I have, you know, especially when I can get clean. And it don't stop them thoughts. I had to do a lot of praying over it. Like I wrote there, put simply, I am powerless physically, mentally, spiritually and emotionally, ultimately leading me to be spiritually bankrupt, mental and physical to rock bottom. It won't continue. This was a big thing for me when I come in here. Honesty must replace denial. You know, I can't fucking, you know, I've done treatment before, and I just can't fucking deny it anymore. And with my step work, I've tried to get really fucking honest with myself. And not just because I'm reading it out to people, I fucking need to do this. I need to fucking have a really good look at myself. Have a good look at my life. And I've got to get honest about it. If I don't get honest, you know, I'm just not going to I'm just going to end up going back out there because, you know, I'll just be telling myself it's alright again. 3 questions, you know, I've got to ask myself. Can I control my use of drugs? No. Am I willing to stop using? Yes. And am I willing to do whatever it takes to recover? This time I am, yeah. In past they've all been fucking crooked answers, you know, can I control my use of drugs? In past I've said, you know, I might have been in rehab and said fucking get it right answer, no, you know, but in fucking back of my mind I'd have been going, oh yeah, of course I can go out and do this, I can have a drink, I can have a smoke of weed, you know. But I've just, I've gone out so many times and I've proved it to myself that I can't, you know, and I've just got to fucking get rid of this denial. Am I willing to stop using? Yeah, I'm completely fine with abstinence now and it's first time ever. You know, I can enjoy my life just as well, fucking, well, I won't say just as well, I can enjoy my life fucking properly, abstinent, than you know, any kind of using, because music just fucking takes me to butter. Am I willing to do whatever it takes to recover? Yeah. My first step, you know, doing this green and gold, I've never done it before, and I'm doing it to the best of my ability. I'm going around, I'm fucking asking people, I'm scrubbing my answers if they're fucking wrong, and I'll redo the questions. You know, you know, my reservations, weed, alcohol, party drugs, ecstasy, and needed smashing, because I've never even got honest about my past. I really haven't. But, and I've gone out there and I've tried to do them all again. Like I said, the all week fucking back to class A's eventually. If not, well, eventually and straight away. It's been a bit of both. And I'm fine with that now. I really am. You know, I have needed complete acceptance and surrender, and that's the first for me. It really is. I come in here fucking broken, absolutely mentally broken. I kind of had stuff outside. I had a job, I had a flat, I had a girlfriend, I had a dog. On the outside of things, things that would have probably looked fine, but every time I just wanted to jump off the fucking balcony with a rock around my neck. And I was just completely fucking smashed. Spiritual principles, step 1, honesty, open-mindedness, get honest about myself, be open-minded about this programme, take on suggestions, have a bit of humility, see myself for what I've done, what I've become, who I can be. Like I say, it's not all just about shit things, is it? I'm a fucking decent guy underneath. And just have some acceptance around it all. And that's the difficult bit for me a minute, the acceptance. But I'm here, I'm here. This is where I am. I've got to fucking accept it, to be honest. But accept it and move forward. So, move on to step 2. Step 2, we came to believe that power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Before I come in here, I went back to services for help. Fucking really, with my tail between my legs. I really didn't want to go back on a script. I haven't been on a script since last time I recorded it, which was about 2022, and I fucking found it, that's when I needed help, so I went for it. And then it got to the point where, so I didn't want to come in real straight, I didn't want to come back in and try to do it myself, but it was just getting fucking worse, so I went back down and I asked them, can you start looking at, I started, for real, so I started asking around at meetings as well, going back to meetings, yeah. So, I'm saying thinking I can control my drug use, I'm alone, dishonesty, or I'm self-sufficient, and the perception's not based in reality. I mean, it just speaks for itself, all that. My fucking, looking at it, my fucking thinking is just fucking completely twisted when I'm starting to make decisions for myself. I can't control my use of drugs. I'm not alone. I need to be honest, and I can't fucking live self-sufficiently. I need help. By using power is greater than myself. People I know, NA literature, NA appears in rehab. My fucking family, my mum, you know what I mean? Go to my fucking mum for advice, I never do. My brothers, my sisters, anybody who just fucking literature. I started fucking reading AA literature. I read AA literature as well. I do it every morning. I sometimes read it all the time today as well. Not much, so it's usually morning. And God, before I came in here, when I was still using, I started praying for help. I've never accepted God in rehab before. I think that was the one. I don't know if it's the one. I want to really fucking accept things, but God, yeah. I started praying and I fucking really asked for help. Since I've come in here, I went to church on first day I were in here. Not first day, on first Sunday. And they were talking about, I've had loads of signs, you know what I mean? They were straight away, the first sermon that I heard up at church, that spiritual void. And it just fucking smacked me right in the face. It just said to me like, this is what you're fucking missing. You need to fill that fucking void up with summer. I've always tried to fill that spiritual void up with substances to fucking change the way I think about myself. And that's, this has been the journey to this, the restoration to sanity. it's, you know, I can't, but we can, you know, I'm not alone. I'm not alone, I can't, we can, you know, and that makes self-sufficiency, it just doesn't fucking work. I've got some people around me, you know, who can fucking tell me when my thinking's a bit fucking warped, when I make it wrong decisions, when I'm acting wrong way, whatever, when I need putting right, you know, and I'm coming here, and I get that, you know, I get it every day off one person or another. I've got to accept it. You know, I'm coming here, it was hard when I first come here, I had fucking really hard first 2 weeks. You know, I have got a sense of hope. It's difficult that sometimes, like I said, you know, I do still fucking worry about the future. I have been doing it the last couple of weeks. But it's there, you know, it is there and it's always there. All I've got to do is look for it. Honesty, you know, honesty. I try to be as honest as I can with people. Without being, you know, without being nasty. And sometimes that's been a problem of mine. Being honest but using it as a fucking weapon. But I'm trying to learn. I spoke to Daz one week and I said, I want you to help me fucking how I talk to people. And it is, that's something I've got to fucking try and carry on learning that. But it's honesty in all areas, honesty with myself, with loved ones, you know, and friends, you know, friends and family. And I can see I've got a future. I have. We've all got a future. I don't know what's around the corner. You know, I've had a lot of instances in my life where things are just fucking going, whatever, and you know, you don't know what's around the corner. You never know what God's got in store for you. So, yeah, try something new. This is brand new to me, this green and gold. I've never done it before. Well, I say I've never done it before. I started it once before, and twice before, only got to step 3. Once the first time I ever went in treatment, didn't have a clue what I was doing, didn't have anyone to show me what I was doing, then it got changed. And then the second time, I fucking talked my sponsor into doing it verbally, and I didn't do it right, didn't mean it to me. Trust and faith, yeah, I have trust and faith in this programme. I've been around long enough now to know that this programme does work if you put the fucking effort and the work into it and take it seriously. And yeah, and you say it's all best for it, you have honesty, hope, and you use that. I can't, but we can. And I have trust and faith in higher power now, in God. I'm only at the beginning of having prayers and talking to God. And sometimes, you know, sometimes you think, is this working? But I've had a lot of instances where I can't fucking deny it. You know, I was having problems with my ex, waking up in the middle of the night, really angry. And I got one morning, I got up, I picked the wrong book up, fucking opened it up, and it was already highlighted there from years ago. This business of resentment is fatal.